Hello everyone. Today let's explore the baffling delayed choice quantum eraser experiment, and it's one of the most mind-bending concepts in quantum physics. Quantum physics, as some of you may know, is a branch of science that deals with the smallest particles in the universe, like atoms and subatomic particles. It's a world where the normal rules of physics don't always apply, and where things can get really weird, really fast. One of the weirdest things about quantum physics is the concept of superposition. This is the idea that a particle can be in multiple states at once until it's observed or measured. Once that happens, the particle collapses into one state or the other. This is famously illustrated by the Schrödinger's cat thought experiment, where a cat in a box is both alive and dead until someone opens the box to check. Now, the delayed choice. Quantum eraser experiment takes this concept a step further. It suggests that not only can particles be in multiple states at once, but that the act of observing or measuring them can actually change their past. Sounds crazy, right? But let's break it down. The experiment involves a light source that emits pairs of entangled photons. Entangled particles are particles that are linked in such a way that the state of one instantly affects the state of the other, no matter how far apart they are. One photon from each pair is sent towards a beam splitter, which sends the photon in one of two directions. The other photon is sent to a detector. Here's where it gets interesting. If the first photon is detected before it reaches the beam splitter, it behaves like a particle. But if it's not detected until after it passes through the beam splitter, it behaves like a wave. This is known as wave-particle duality, another strange aspect of quantum physics. But what's really mind-blowing is that the state of the second photon, the one sent to the detector, seems to know whether its partner has been detected or not, and changes its behavior accordingly. And it does this even if the decision to observe the first photon is made after the second photon has already been detected. In other words, the act of observing the first photon seems to change the past behavior of the second photon. This is what's known as a delayed choice experiment, because the choice to observe or not observe the first photon is made after the second photon has already been detected. And it's called a quantum eraser because the act of observing the first photon seems to erase the information about the second photon's past behavior. So what does all this mean? Well, it's still a topic of much debate among physicists. Some interpret it as evidence that the act of observation can actually change the past. Others argue that it's simply a result of the strange way that quantum particles interact with each other.